Hello, Roland Warren here. The Ethics and Public Policy Center just released a report that analyzed commercial insurance data from more than 860,000 patients between the years of 2017 and 2023. The patients were prescribed mifepristone, also known as the abortion pill. The report shows that nearly 11% of women suffered serious adverse events from taking the abortion pill, which is 22 times higher than the drug manufacturer's claim of 0.5%. These serious adverse events include sepsis, infection, hemorrhaging, and other serious adverse events. This is mind-blowing data. The initial reaction from the pro-life movement has been to call for restoring restrictions on the use of the abortion pill, if not outright ban of its use. This is a worthy goal, but I want to add some caution about why we must seek to restrict or ban the abortion pill. If you listen to any of my live chats, podcasts, or speeches, you know that I'm focused on the why and not just the what. In this case, the why behind the pro-life movement's demand could create unintended consequences that would actually harm, not help, our cause. Let me explain. Our argument against the use of the abortion pill has been primarily about how it harms women. But the issue with this line of reasoning is that the biggest problem with the abortion pill is not that it harms women. The biggest problem with the abortion pill is that it kills babies. As we advocate in the public square, we have got to make sure that we always lead with the higher thing and not focus on the lower thing in terms of why we want to take the abortion pill off the market, because it could turn out to be a trap. I'm going to use a historical framework to explain this trap. In 1941, the Nazis started rolling into Eastern Europe, and they started taking Jews out of their communities and marching them into the forest where they had dug enormous ditches. The Nazi soldiers would then line up their victims, women, men, and children, and shoot them and push them into the ditch. Then they'd line up another group and shoot them and push them into the ditch. They were doing this by the thousands. What happened as a result of this is that one of the generals who was responsible for these soldiers went to Heinrich Himmler, the head of the SS, and said, "This is a problem." The problem he was referring to was the fact that this barbaric method was having a negative impact on the soldiers responsible for the shooting of all these innocent people. The general told Himmler that they were at risk of permanently damaging and traumatizing the soldiers, who would then be of no use to the German war effort. So Himmler takes this information, and what is his answer? We need a better, more efficient way to kill Jewish people. He did not conclude that the Nazis needed to stop killing innocent people, but that they needed to find a better way to do it that didn't harm the soldiers responsible for the killing. And what do we get as a result? The final solution: gas chambers and other means to kill people en masse so that the soldiers would not have to participate directly, face to face, in the killing. This is exactly what could happen with the abortion pill. The abortion pill, in large measure, is a result of the issues with surgical abortions. Many of the doctors and their staff who performed surgical abortions have reported traumatic effects that abortion had on them. They had to come face to face with dismembered, innocent babies. So what was the response of the abortion industry? The abortion pill. That way, abortion doctors would never have to see, smell, hear, or deal face to face with the act of ending the life of innocent babies. And therein lies the problem with focusing on the abortion pill based primarily on the impact that it has on women, as opposed to focusing on the impact that it has on the unborn child. You have to focus on both, but you have to focus on one first. Yes, we want to restrict the abortion pill. Yes, we want to take it off the market. Yes, it hurts women. But first and foremost, it kills children. But if we don't focus on the fact that it kills children, what we might end up getting for our efforts is a safer abortion pill. Again, our argument right now is that the abortion pill is bad because it harms women. The abortion industry and its allies could very well respond by delivering us a safer abortion pill and say, "This is what you asked for, isn't it?" Clearly, this is not what we want. This is why it's critical that we always lead with the most important moral argument, which is the foundational principle of the pro-life movement. Abortion is wrong because it ends an innocent human life. We must never let the politics of the moment distract us from this. Frankly, the pro-choice movement is very good at this. They always lead with their moral argument in defense of abortion. Abortion is right because it provides reproductive freedom and upholds bodily autonomy for women. Therefore, the law should say this. But we don't want a better abortion pill. We don't want a better final solution. We want a different solution entirely, one that comes from the throne of God. So let's make sure we always lead with the things of God when we make our case in the public square. Until next time, may God bless you daily as you serve Him faithfully.